Good evening, guys. Hope you're all well. Just want to let you know that I'm going to start a video range of different subjects on like the markets and trading and different stuff, just to kind of help you guys out. And then, upload it on YouTube to keep it there, storage for you guys to go and watch anytime. And I feel it's better than the Google Drive just because, YouTube is for free, obviously, and I get other traffic as well from other sources, so they can also join the community. So I'm going to do video series on the range of different subjects. I'm going to start off with my own subjects, and then later on, I want you guys to tell me what subjects I can cover and go over and really go into detail about. And yeah, I'll try and answer as many questions as you guys have. And yeah, really just try and learn you as much as I know about the markets, even though I'm not an expert yet. Still like an what do you call it, like an up and coming trader or whatever. Haven't made it yet. I'm still like on my way, but there's a lot of value I can add to your trading and help you if you're just starting out. I'm not going to help guys that's been in trading for more than 2 years or whatever, but I'll help the guy that's just starting out just to understand the markets better. So what I want to do is in this first video is I'm going to go over sniper entries and how I actually get my sniper entries to perfect my pip count. So that just means, or to refine my entry means to really get the tightest stop loss possible and get the best entry where it's also going to stop moving, so I don't get caught up in a range or like get stuck where the market's not moving or something like that. I really want to get into the market where I know it's at a key level where something's going to happen. Either it's going to hit my stop loss very fast or it's going to take me to profit very fast. And usually when it goes against me, I'm not on the right level yet, so I need to really go back and reanalyze and find my level again. So what I basically do is, again, I analyze from the higher time frame. So I normally start literally on the daily, especially with NAS. I'd start on the daily and I would just look at market structure. So the market structure, again, is your foundation. You have to understand market structure and really the depth of it if you want to become consistently profitable in the markets. Because if that's your foundation, you really have to study that and make it an intense effort to understand what market structure is about and how it actually moves and comes about, and different patterns that market structure forms and prints on the screen. You have to understand that stuff. It's really, really important. So yeah. Okay, so what I'll do is analyze from a higher time frame. On the daily, I just look at the charts, look at the market structure. Here I can see high, 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 low, high, 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 low, all the way up to here. Then we broke structure and created a lower low and also created a lower high. And then again, a lower low and then a lower high. So just looking at this, it looks very bearish. It looks like it wants to go down. So if I have to analyze this for next week, I'd say no, it's not bearish. And the reason I say that is because if I look at the bigger picture, I can see a major resistance support level here. It was resistance and now it's respected as support. So that's a key level for me. And it's rejected here perfectly. So this for me is a perfect setup to look for buys if we get a pullback for the next wave up. But now what I do is, now we don't swing trade NAS. We really go and scalp NAS for that profit every day. So what I do is I literally go then onto the 4-hour and reanalyze again. So what in this situation, what I do is I draw a little trend line for me because I can see a downtrend. So I draw like a little trend line for me right there. And the trend line, guys, I going to trend lines as well in the subjects, but I just draw it from the wicks. Again, I'm looking for sniper entries, so I don't want to get caught out with a fake out or something. So yeah, that is my trend line. And then what I do is I try and find out where we are in the market and what phase we are in on my time frame that I want to trade. So I'm on the 4 hour now, so now I can see that we created this double bottom here. I can see we impulse to the upside, and I can see we already started to correct. So already I can see we're in a correction, not in an impulse yet, or not close to another impulse. We might be if this candle can close above here, but I doubt it. I think it's just going to create another trend and just go down and correct itself more, and then probably shoot up. But what I do then is to get that entry is I'd literally let's delete this. Okay, so let's go over one of the entries that I took this week, the beginning of the week. So I think the market was, rewind the market now. It was somewhere around here. Market open, yes, was around this right here. So I went down on to the 1 hour after the 4 hour, going down on the 1 hour. So what I do then is, so let's say this is what I see now. I already know we're on a major support level. So I know that I'm expecting buys. So what I want is a reversal pattern to show me that market wants to reverse. Now I haven't gotten it yet. So what I do in this situation, again, draw a trend line. So now another trend line. Now this is a medium trend line, so it's not like the major trend line, the 4 hour one. This is just a trend to show me, okay, it's rejecting here all the time. And then what I do is I just delete this and draw another support zone right here, because I can see it's finding proper support here. And then I try and analyze again what phase the market is in at the moment, going down onto the low time frame. So this is 7 in the morning. So what I do here is I literally see, okay, we're finding a perfect support. This created a double bottom. This was an impulse. So this can be a correction, but if it tries to impulse but doesn't impulse past this level, then I can actually look for buy opportunities. And what I can already see here is that this impulse broke this previous structure. So this can be seen as an impulse, not a correction. And this can be seen as an impulse, and then we can, in the correction, look for a buying opportunity to go to the upside. So with that mindset, I'd go down to the 15-minute. Again, dropping down to low time frames to really refine and get the detail of the market with having the overall perspective, on the higher perspective of where the market's heading. It really influences your whole perspective of your decision, when you take a buy or sell. So again, here what I see is we're breaking structure. So here we broke structure. So we created a higher high, higher low, higher high. Now I'm expecting the retracement. So what I do is I draw my fib from the swing low to the swing high, and I'd wait for my entry in my box zone right there. Okay, and boom, what happens? Market pulls right into my zone. So I'll take my entry. Now, obviously, I didn't just drop and take my entry. Where I normally take my entries on the 5 and 1 minute, actually more on the 1 minute. So I actually drop down to the 1 minute, and I look at price. Okay, boom, there's my entry. Just because we got a rejection again, so that would be my entry right there. My stop loss would be just below. So again, I'm starting on the daily, and I'm literally entering on the 1 minute. Because on the 5 minute, even like it's too late. Like you missed that entry there. You missed a few pips there. So I really want that sniper entry. So I drop down to the 1 minute and I wait for volume to get poured into the market. Now, this isn't a ton of volume coming in here, but you can see a proper rejection and you can see another rejection here. So this one wants to go up. And if you want to be more conservative, you don't have to enter right off the bat. You can wait for big move up and then the retrace. So you could have waited for this candle right here because now it went up, it retraced, and it created what? A lower high. So it never created a lower low yet. I don't think it did. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, it actually did. Okay, so that wasn't a perfect entry. That was definitely not a perfect entry. Okay, so you can see, so there wasn't really sufficient volume in this zone. That's probably why this wouldn't have been a good entry. But again, if you got, your stop loss just below this level right here, you could have knocked out for 100 pips and could have waited again. But normally I would put my stop loss at about at least 300 pips. Okay, yeah, I got knocked out on that trade. So let's see, okay, I got knocked out 300 pips, gone. I'm just waiting again. I know I'm at my level. I haven't broken through the level yet, even though it looks like it is, because this is on the 1 minute. You must keep that in mind. It doesn't count if it breaks on the 1 minute, because on the bigger time frames, it can just reject and do a week. So yeah, just waiting for that volume. Okay, there we get the volume. Okay, so that, look at the difference between this candle and all these candles, even these candles. So there's volume pushing it. So now you can decide, you can wait for that retrace, or you can just get in. I normally just FOMO in. I want to wait for it. Again, 300 pip stop loss, and then targeting at least 1 to 2 for my first TP, and then second TP would be 1,200 pips. So yeah, and then see what it plays out. So you can see it is kind of messing around again in the zone. So you, even if you didn't get that entry, you could wait for that retrace and get that sniper entry on the lower high right there. That's possible. It's really possible. But for me, I've noticed that sometimes it doesn't even come back; it just runs with it. But you can get that entry, and that would have been a better entry actually. And yeah, then you just let it play out. Look at how perfect it went up. It respected our level perfectly. And yeah, look how far that thing went up. So that again was a sniper entry, because I'm starting on the higher time frames, on the daily, dropping down each time frame, analyzing, trying to see where I am in the market, trying to understand market structure, and then from there line up my confluences. So let the stars align, and then if the stars align and everything confluences in my trade setup that I'm looking for, I take the trade, and I take it with a lot of confidence as well. So I can even open up multiple positions and won't worry too much about losing a position. If I do lose a position, it's okay. Then I cut my loss very fast and I reanalyze and try and find another entry. So yeah, that's all for market structure, and actually for sniper entries. This video is actually about sniper entries. So that's how I find most of my sniper entries. Now, every situation is different, and the more knowledge you have about the market and different setups, the better you're gonna approach every situation. But this is just the more we do this, the more I talk about the different stuff, the better your knowledge is gonna get. And yeah, and hopefully you can learn a lot during this year. Make it a mission this year to really learn this stuff, and trust me, you'll never look back. Okay, guys, enjoy. What I do is I'd also want to try and grow this YouTube channel. So if you made it to the end and you watched this video, please like and subscribe, and also share this video. It really helps a lot if you guys can share this video to grow the community. And yeah, it's all for free, guys. So I'm really trying to help out people. You guys enjoy. Have a blessed weekend. Cheers.